Hello TK friends, it's Mr. Cutler here. Yesterday you started working on your snowman and you did your 3 circles, your big, your medium, and your small. And it should be dry. And today we're going to be finishing our snowman. So what you're going to need today is you're going to need a brush. And if you don't have a brush, you can always use a Q-tip. You're going to need some water to clean it off. You're going to need some paper towels to probably clean up a little bit. And then there's a bag that we sent home. And it says right here, paint cups to be used for the flower fingerprints, which we already did, and the Snowman Art project, which is this. So what you're going to want to do is take them out, and you should have an orange. You should have a black. You should have a white, which you already probably used a lot of. Now, if you're in Mr. Cutler's class, you're going to have a green. If you are in Miss McCarthy's class, you're going to have red. So it's okay if you have green or red. And what you're going to do today is we're going to be finishing up our snowman. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to need to add his eyes, his mouth, his hat, and the buttons for him. And that's going to be all used with black. So we're going to do one color at a time. Now, if you have multiple paintbrushes at home, you can use one for each color. If not, you can clean it off, and that's why I have my water. So either way, you can use a Q-tip or you can use your paintbrush. So you need to open this carefully, and we're going to put on his eyes. And what you want to do first is you're going to dip it in right here, and you're going to do one eye, another eye. Now, those are usually pieces of coal or maybe something that fell off of a tree, and you're going to do the same thing for his mouth. You're going to dot it. You're going to go dot all the way around like a happy face, just like that. And remember, if I'm going too fast, don't forget, you can always pause me. But he also needs his buttons. So we're going to put 3 buttons in the middle one right here. We go 1, 2, and 3. All right, so we have his eyes, his mouth, and his buttons. Now we're going to do his hat. Now, if you don't have a lot of room on the top like Mr. Cutler doesn't, you're going to draw a line across the top like that. And then you're going to do a rectangle, which is the shape we've been learning, across right here or there. And that's what we're going to use for the black. Now we're also, if you would like to give him arms, you can use the black and you can give him arms that go out like this on the middle one. So once again, the black you're going to use for the eyes, the mouth, the buttons, the hat, and the arms. You can put little stick fingers out there. Now, we're done with the black, so you can put this back on. You can clean off your paintbrush right here. You put it in some water, and then I have some paper towels here, and I can clean it off. Because now, if you have another paper towel or you're using a Q-tip, you don't have to do this part. You can just use a new Q-tip, or you can get a new paintbrush if you have multiple paintbrushes at home. And remember, the watercolor we gave you came with a paintbrush, so if you need to look for one. All right, so the next part is we're going to need the orange. Now, you already used the orange for an activity we've already done, but I'm hoping you kept it since you did it. And we got to make his carrot nose. And so what you're going to want to do, it's like a triangle. And you're going to want to go out here, put it right there. Just like that. That's all you need the orange for, is for his carrot nose. So there's really not much for his carrot nose. I probably could have used a Q-tip instead of trying to wash this all the time. So the next part is, a lot of time people like to put a scarf. A scarf goes around the neck, and his neck is in between the small circle and the medium circle. So if you want to put a scarf on, you're more than welcome. You don't have to. If you're in Miss McCarthy's class, you're going to put on a red scarf. If you're in Mr. Cutler's class, you're going to put on a green scarf because those are the colors we gave you. So for the scarf, you're going to want to put this here, and you want to go across the neck here, just like this. Just go all the way across. Now, you don't want it just to be a line. You want it to come out a little bit like it's in the wind. So I'm going to make it go out just a little bit, just like that. You can make it go in the wind. You can make it go down. And I have his scarf go out just like that. All right, now we have his hat, his eyes, his nose, his mouth, his scarf, his polka dots, and his arms. The last thing is, if you have extra white paint, you can put snow around them. I think I'm gonna use for this one, a Q-tip, because I know a lot of you are using Q-tips. And what you want to do is you want to dot. Now, you don't want to put it on top of them, but if you want to put snow falling down, you dip it in the white, and you can put snow. There we go. Little dots, little circles, and you can put them all around the snowman. Now, this could take a while, and you might not have enough white because you might have used all your white to make yours, and that's totally okay. But you can have them go all the way around your snowman. And when you're done with all your dots, which, by the way, you're doing an amazing job, as you usually do, TK, when you're all done, you're going to let it dry, okay? You're going to let it all dry. And you will be done with making your snowman. So once again, you can use a Q-tip, you can use a paintbrush, whatever you have going, and then you got to let them dry, just like you were patient when you waited for the snowman to dry the 3 circles. All right, TK, we can't wait to see what it looks like, and I want you to keep up the good work, and Miss McCarthy and I are very proud of you.